heard the expression throughout your life, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Now, if that's commonly used in your repertoire of sage advice, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's wrong. You can make the horse drink. And you can do it pretty easily. All you have to do is put salt in its hay. Now, when you add salt to a horse's hay, you tap into the horse's natural physiology and you create the desire for thirst. The horse may be a strong animal that you could never forcefully bend down and shove water down its throat. But if you know who horses are, how they function, and what they desire, you can make them drink with 10 cents worth of salt. Propagandists lead us in the same fashion, not by lying to us and telling us that, we need to drink water, there's water where there's not, and not telling us that, you really just need to drink soda, horse. No, they don't do that. They tap into the desires and needs that are already within us. Propaganda doesn't change our drives. It simply redirects them to the objects that it wants us to desire. Wimberley provides a great example of this. Quote, "When Bernays wanted to get women to smoke Lucky Strikes, he had to change not only the image of cigarettes, but also the self-image of women who would smoke them. Bernays and psychoanalyst A.A. Brill determined that women would smoke cigarettes if women viewed themselves as crusaders for liberation, and the cigarette was positioned as a symbol of equality, freedom, and pleasure. To get women to smoke, Bernays guided women into thinking of smoking as an act of defiance and empowerment that would make them revolutionaries. Every woman could conceive of herself as contributing to women's liberation just by smoking a Lucky Strike. Bernays kicked off this campaign on Easter Sunday in 1929 when he recruited women to break the law against public smoking by women in New York by smoking Lucky Strikes in an Easter Day parade. He used this symbolic gesture to link smoking to the liberation of choice, pleasure, and voice as an act of resistance against patriarchy. Feminist Ruth Hale encouraged women to join in, saying, "Women, light another torch of freedom. Fight another sex taboo." The aim was to get women to regard themselves and cigarettes differently, such that women would form the relationship to cigarettes that Lucky Strike wanted. For example, as avid and fierce consumers. Bernays wanted to redirect drives, true drives, to point at new ends. He did not falsify desire, but rechanneled them from their source. He created objects of desire as true as any by working with their unconscious source. End quote. What a beautiful but terrible display of how we humans work. Bernays just put salt in the hay.